Everyone is sharing their opinion, but let me draw your eyes towards the truth. Many people out there say that loomis method is not good because it doesn't fit on people with different proportions and head shapes. But listen mate, there isn't any such method which is a ready-made key for you to draw heads or portraits. You need to know how to mold it. What I mean by that is you need to know how to modify it and at what level. But before going into it, know that every method serves a different purpose. Like the loomis method helps to capture the proportions, the silhouette of the face, and the placement of the features, while the Riley method helps to capture the rhythm of the face. And the Asaro head makes us familiar with the planes of the face, which helps us to get better at shading and lighting. And the modification part isn't that hard. Let me just teach you how to with just these two simple demos. So here we have the rock, and for him I'll start off with a spear for the cranium, and then for the side plane I usually look at the point where the eyebrow ends, and this would be the width of it, while for the height, like for the general head, it is fixed to 2/3 from the center. And for him, his eyebrow and the ear lies in the same line. He doesn't have a hairline, so I suppose that it is over here. And then after doing some measurement stuff, I came to the conclusion that the top two part, like the forehead to the eyebrow and eyebrow to the nose, is equal, while the third part is a bit longer. Now let us just draw the center line of the face, which helps us to show the direction, and also make sure to cut this part also. And now I'll just draw the general loomis head. And then I'll start adding his salient features one by one, like the jaw. He has a wider jaw and a wider chin too, and then a decent curve between them. And for the ear, I would try to mimic the shape of the ear as accurately as I can. It doesn't need to be 100% perfect, it just need to be accurate. And the place for the eyebrow, it has a hump. For most of the people it has. And also his cheekbones also pops out a bit. Make sure to see if it pops till the same way the eyebrow did, and also mark the point where it ends. And then for the volume of the mouth, I'll just draw it like this, a little curve. Then I'll finish the chin. Now for his head, uh, I would draw it as it is appearing to me. It doesn't have anything more to do. Making the chin a bit round. I think I drew the chin a bit lower, so let me just correct it. And then for the side plane, like it usually goes straight down to it, but for him I would try to mirror the same shape to the other side too, and then connect it like this. And then he has a wide neck, so I would do the same. And also I forgot the skin part, like the skin is showing over here a bit. Yes, now completing the neck. And the reason I told you to like mark the point is because sometimes our reference and the drawing doesn't look similar because we draw mindlessly. We just don't think where the things end, how do they measure and correlate with each other. So we need to keep those things in our mind. And here we are ready with the rock. And this is it if we want to draw the rock using the loomis method, and you can add the features on it later on, but that isn't our concept in this video. So let's just move on to another person. So here we have a lady whose name I don't know, so we will call her Miss Unknown. And for her, I'll start with a spear for the cranium. Actually, I usually start with a spear for everyone. And then using the same technique, I'll identify the side plane of her. And also making sure to cut this part too. And for her, the eyebrow line is straight while the ear line should be over here. We just can't see the top of her ear, so there is nothing much to bother about. We should leave it as it is. And then for her, I'll draw the center line first. And then let us assume her hairline is over here, and then I'll measure it, which is like this part multiplied by 2.5 is equal to the whole lower face of her, like the forehead part and the lowest part, which contains the mouth, is mostly same in the length, and the nose is the longest part. So now I'll just construct the normal loomis head as I would. Adding her features, like starting with the forehead, it is pretty round, so curving it till the eyebrow line. And as I told you, everyone has a little hump over here. Some of us doesn't, but she have, so I'll just draw it. And her cheekbones are more prominent, like it pops out more than the eyebrow, and it ends on the nose line, like the base of the nose. And also make sure to plot these lines at the right angle, because placing them at the wrong angle can make the face look a bit not relevant to the reference. And then her chin seems to be rounder and also a bit slimmer from this side. It seems to be like that. And then for the jaw, it is the same, it doesn't have any modifications. Or wait, like it does, it is a bit wider. Yeah, like this. Okay, now it seems right to me. And let us just complete her hairline. And then we can just measure the volume of the head that or hair that is showing, and I would just draw simple straight lines and try to make the silhouette as accurate as I can for the hair. And then you can add the details in it. Like, I don't add details like this, I'm just doing it to show you. Yeah, like this. Her neck. And yes, we forgot to determine the front plane and the side plane of the face. So in the same manner, I would mirror the shape over here, and you can connect it also to the top of the ear, or you can just go with the previous method. It is a good way to like differentiate between the side plane and the front plane, and this is how it looks like. Using this same technique, I drew these people and got the exact proportions and the silhouette of their heads. Any query is welcomed in the comments, and if you liked it, please make sure to subscribe.